Shame on African leaders. Shame on them. Shame on them. Shame on them. I'm sitting here at this time to say again and again, shame on African leaders. Shame on African leaders. Yeah, take a look. He was a young boy from the streets of Burkina Faso, a very young boy who grew up with the qualities of leadership inside him. When he was growing up, he didn't know whom will he become. But God has placed qualities of leadership in Ibrahim Traoré, and he knew that one day, one time, he is growing up to become someone who will lead Africa, or rather, who will take Africa to its destiny and to its freedom, who's going to liberate Africa. Maybe when he was growing up, he never knew he will become whoever he is today. Maybe he never knew he will become the kind of a person who he is today. Because talk about respect, Ibrahim Traoré is respected. Talk about value, Ibrahim Traoré is valuable. Talk about protection, Ibrahim Traoré is being protected by people who are giving themselves. Sometimes it's not about money, but they are giving out themselves to protect Ibrahim Traoré with passion. Because this is a man who deserves respect. Some of them have been given a lot of money to eliminate him. We know that. Even the people who are protecting him, his security, his personal bodyguard, some of them have been bribed to eliminate this guy. But they rejected it because they are protecting something and somebody who is valuable more than money. Are you getting my point? And now, if we talk about being kind, Ibrahim Traoré is kind. If we talk about love, Ibrahim Traoré is loving. If we talk about caring, Ibrahim Traoré is also caring. There is nothing, because this guy has integrity of its level. He has intelligence of his own. He is so diligent. He is so wise. If it's about wisdom, he has the wisdom of its own kind. And sincerely speaking, right now in Africa, there is no any other single leader you can compare to Ibrahim Traoré. Ibrahim Traoré has influence. And that is why Mali is the way it is right now. That is why Niger is looking the way it's looking right now, and Burkina Faso too. That's why there is an existence of the Sahel region. And I want to say again, shame on African leaders, because when Ibrahim Traoré was growing from the streets of Burkina Faso, presidents like Tinubu, they were already old and they were already leading Africa. They were already leading countries in Africa. Mr. Ruto has been to government since the year 1997. It is the first year that Mr. President William Ruto entered. It was his first time to get to the parliament of Kenya. He has been into government, he has been into politics for the last 30 years, or rather for the last 20, 27, 28 years. Because from the year 1997 to the year 2010, that is 13 years, and then we have 23 years, 24, 25, 26, almost 27 years. He has been to politics of Kenya. He has finally become the president of Kenya. But still, he cannot be able to build that name, or rather to build a reputation that when people look at it, they will say, Mr. Ruto has done 1, 2, 3 things that we can be able to look at it and be able to compliment, or rather to say, this man has really done a good job. Tinubu has been to government for a very long time. Talk about Cyril Ramaphosa. We have a president in Africa who is 97 years old, but he is still a president in Africa. But that country is nowhere even near any, like, we are asking ourselves a lot of questions. But a young man who was growing from the streets and from the villages of Burkina Faso has come to take over and to overcome every other leader, every other politician who is in Africa today. These leaders are very old. They're very old indeed. Very old indeed. But Traore has overtaken them. He has made a very big impact. A young boy who was grown up with full of wisdom. He was growing up just looking at you and laughing and saying, these guys don't know what they're doing. But back on his mind, he knew that if Africa can be led in a certain way, it can be a certain kind of a continent, a certain kind of a land that is productive, that is rich, that is wealthy. He knew that all along. He came, he took over Africa. Right now, everybody is talking about Ibrahim Traoré, even old men, 65 years. We see, like, for example, in my channel, people who are watching the videos I post at large are people from, I think, 50 years and above. Those are old men. Those are men who, at least they have a lot of wisdom and they have grown. They are big men with wisdom. They know, they understand a lot of things. And they say every day, Ibrahim Traoré to the world. If your fellow old men, African leaders, I'm talking to you, if your fellow old men can fail to see what you people have, but they can be able to see what Ibrahim Traoré as a young man has in his mind. He is the youngest leader in Africa right now. But he is the leader again who has done a lot of things compared to these other leaders who have been to African leadership for a very long time. Some came and go. We had likes of Kinamze Uhuru, Jomo Kenyatta, likes of Kinamze Moi, likes of many other leaders of Africa, but they were unable to do what Ibrahim Traoré has been able to do for a very short time. And so Africa is taking a new way, is taking a new lane. And I know a lot of people, it's not a lot of people who will follow that lane. Just a few of them will. Many of them will not, because it's very difficult. They think they still they're still corrupt, they're still greedy, they still want to be given something and to be showered by money here and there by the foreigners. And let me tell you something, these Western countries are falling. I don't know where are you going. I don't know where will you be getting this money. I don't know whom will you be serving, because these Western continents, they are falling day by day. And when they are falling, I don't know who's going to help you. You are frustrating Africans. You are frustrating your people from home. You're going to be prodigal sons. You're going to be prodigal sons. I'm telling you the truth. A young man who has just grown up to become the king of Africa, when you old men, you're just there, old politicians, you're just there doing things that doesn't make sense. He just came and he betrayed the vision. He betrayed the plans. He told us, this is what I have about Africa. This is the plan I got for Africans. And you see now, He has already become the king of Africa, the lion himself. If Ibrahim Traoré roars right now, every African politician has to keep quiet and listen to Ibrahim Traoré. Because even if you don't, we shall force you to listen to him. Because right now, with the only president we know is Ibrahim Traoré, Abdurrahmani, and Goita. Those are the only presidents we know in Africa. The rest, not unless you show us your intentions and you put it clear, you display your intentions. We and you, we are not together. We cannot be together. We can never be together. So, all the way from the streets and the villages of Burkina Faso to the world, Ibrahim Traoré, the man to watch, the king of kings, the leader of leaders, Ibrahim Traoré. The only one president we know. Everybody has to talk about Ibrahim Traoré. Everybody has to talk about him. He has overtaken old leaders. He has overtaken old leaders, man. He has overtaken old leaders who have been here to Africa. The things that they have not been able to achieve for the last 60 years, Ibrahim Traoré has been able to achieve it in 2 years' time. What a leader. What a leader. On the comment section, just before you write your comment, start with what a leader. Just write there, what a leader. Then put down there your comment section. Put down there your comment. Because Ibrahim Traoré is really a leader and a half. A leader and a half. African people, African streamline family, from diaspora, from Caribbean, from Africa in particular, Ibrahim Traoré is a man to watch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. Let's continue being here and let's continue doing this time and again. I love you so much, guys. I'm here again. I'm coming back again with more videos, especially what is happening in Africa, what is happening in Kenya and Haiti, because puppetry issues. It's the thing of African politicians, and it's a thing that we want to make it stop through all the means possible. Africa ni nyumbani, Africa is home. Anything that concerns Africa concerns me and you as Africans. All right, adios, guys.